Hi. Oh, I have the mic too far away from myself. So I have the Goddess Guidance Oracle cards here, and a few other cards. Actually, I see them now. If anyone wants a card for a moment, I'm a little bit sleepy, so I won't stay here for too long. Though, hi, someone. Yeah. So I have some cards here, and today our little coven have celebrated Litha and with some divination and just hanging out and doing some journeying and magic, some different types of magic. Yeah, that feels great, but I'm sort of tired right now. Not from that. I think several things that catched up with me a little bit. But that was awesome. And then I thought I would just check in here and see if someone wants a card. I don't know if there is something else I want to ramble about. I used to do that, and some of you like that. Some of you know me. And yes, it's not a mistake, by the way. No one is in here right now, so you won't hear that I say this, but it's just, I should actually mention that in the description that it's just an audio. People think it's something wrong when it's just a gray screen, but it's just me feeling more relaxed like this. And also, I won't mind others doing this because okay, if there is an image up, but I can't do that easily now. But if it's something to look at, can be great. But to me, it's mainly the voice that I usually like to listen to. So, yeah. I feel that more so now when I try to relax. There is a lot of things I want to do. I have bunches of books here on my table. I think maybe I scared someone away. I have it's my ambition that lays on this table. And then I'm a messy person somewhat, or rather unorganized. But yeah, they lay here because I try not to forget that I need to read those. And they are thick books, lots of them. I don't know if this is a good plan. I think I have to rearrange this whole idea. Although I want to read them, maybe I can put a little note there, read those books instead of keeping them all up here or whatever my weird plan is. So I need to breathe. Oh, yeah, it was really also a little bit fun things today. Yeah, well, hopefully you learn as long as you live. So yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like pulling a card. I'm a little bit too drowsy, tired to pull a card if someone won't ask for it. But then again, I should probably talk about something here, right? Yeah. Do you have a topic or some questions you want to ask me about? Love is like the overall topic. I see that in also divinations I do and so on. It's very, very central for most people. Now this whole teaching thing is also very central to me. I'm going to do some initiations in various kinds and so on, and I mean, I really want to be all in that. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much my main focus actually. But then yeah, and that's good to distract yourself from all the, I don't know what, romance stuff or whatever. Yeah. So if there is someone here who does not want to chat or I'm not able to chat. I don't know what to talk about then. Because some people who check this or listen to this on the phone, they won't, as I've heard, see the chat, so they can't. But if you're logged in, you probably should see it, so I don't know how it works. So, oh my goodness. Yeah, and we'll just wait. We'll have to focus on something. I don't know what exactly though. The only thing I come up with when I think is topics that I should avoid. Yeah. Oh, my neighbors. It's too late for me though. You know my age. It doesn't really maybe matter with age, but if you don't have your periods anymore, then that's off topic. So, and I really don't. I mean, the energy and all that it takes, and all the like, not heartache, but all the responsibility and worry, I guess, and all that stuff comes along. Of course, it's worth it, but still comes along with a baby would be. I mean, that's massive. And just having a cat feels like overwhelming sometimes. I wonder sometimes, does she have toothache? And do I really, I mean, how do I prevent her from getting sick? And how do I know how if she really feels well? And what to do, yeah, trying to think about how to take care of her the best feels really overwhelming also at times to me. So, but anyways, my neighbors, oh, the other day they came home with this beautiful little, I don't know if it's a girl or a boy. I just saw them through the window. I've seen her pregnant. I didn't know it was his. I've seen them in different occasions, so I didn't know they belong together. But the other day they came, I think they came straight from the hospital, or like from having giving birth to this little baby. Then, oh, that was so cute. And the dad was walking there, kissing it on its head, Oh, wow, that was super cute. Yeah. I'm sure they will be great parents, those two. So what else is on my mind? Topics. I have mentioned to someone that I would talk about twin flames, but I don't know a whole lot about it. I've just been shown signs. And when it comes to twin flames, I will just randomly talk about it, and I can be totally wrong, since I thought about talking about this sometime when I have checked it up a little bit better. But then again, wherever those ideas, both where they stem from and who have developed whatever ideas, you never know still. So, but from my own experience, I just have to move my feet here. Yeah, wait a sec. There is someone, whoa, I kind of know who is my twin flame. Wow. So, yeah. And as I've heard, usually it differs. No, it not may not have to, but it's not rare though that it differs in age, in where you live, in and like the way you are, like it's in yin yang. It's almost you complement each other, although belonging to the same spark of life, sort of the same soul, you can say, maybe. And it's almost like, I wonder if you can say it this way, although this is just make up. I just make this up. But I guess it's almost like magnets. Like can't. I mean, it's almost like an energy pull, I think, in between twin flames that develops us, even if we don't stay in touch. It's the connection is always there. And in many cases, the twin flame may not live here on Earth at the same time. So it can be a guide to you, or you can be a guide to some, or to your twin flame when they live here as humans, let's say, if you believe in those ideas. So it's not easy, because what it is about is to embrace the wholeness of who you are. So it's not really that you are half without someone else, or that it have to lead to a love relationship. In a way, love, but it can be in different level. I mean, it doesn't have to be a physical, like what we frame, so to speak, as a love relationship. But of course, it would lead to loving all parts of ourselves, and also them then. And since they, I believe, is like a mirror image almost, so we need to integrate those qualities and that within ourselves, that person, or would that soul would express. God, I almost fall asleep when I talk, but I like that. There is, I know. I mean, some people get really annoyed with me interrupting it. I do that a lot. And recently there is this guy that I interrupted a lot. I don't think he enjoys that. I don't know if anyone do, but I don't mind if people interrupt me, because I constantly do myself. It's like my impulses like happens quicker than I can stop them. So I do kind of understand that with others, but we talked about that, me and the other person today, about how some people just think before they talk, for example. I don't. I think meanwhile I talk. And I don't really, in some cases I know how to do that, but I usually don't formulate what to say before I say it. It's not first in my mind and then it comes out, sort of. It comes out at the same time I formulate it. So, yeah. But I still try to stay away from certain topics, especially like political topics or in the world, what goes on, and so on. Because why? Because first of all, it seems to be a lot of helicopter, a lot of gosh, no, I'm really slow. What is it called now? When they, you know, put you in Facebook jail and all those kinds of things. I mean, certain topics are so well, you can't really express a lot of ideas about them, so I maybe prefer not to. Right now, anyways, we will see. On direct questions or so on, I would, but yeah. Oh, I didn't even know I was this sleepy. Wow. I'm like amazed by, how you almost feel in a different, totally different state of mind without doing any sort of meditation or journey or so on. But I like it. Yeah, so but the central topic, I guess, for I'm drifting off from this twin flame thing, because also we have a lot of soulmates, and the oneness of it all means that we are like integrating it, the wholeness of it all, also in a sense. But that's like the closest, the most intimate, because it's part of ourselves, our soul. So that's probably maybe the first thing we need to be able to heal and integrate before we can embrace the rest. I'm not sure about this, but yeah. So, but I will maybe go into that, or I probably will go into that more some other time. And then, yeah, what else? Oh, yeah. But I think, as Eckhart Tolle also talks about, hi, there's someone else here, and no, don't want to call you number two though. But there are two people here now. I don't see whom, but hi, whomever. I have some oracle cards here. I'm just sitting here, tired, a little bit, quite a lot now. One went away again. I'm a little bit sleepy, and yeah. As I said before, you can't see it in audio only, but yeah. So I wonder about that. I guess that's because that's where we are heading, in a way, in our development, or knowing what love is also, and being able to hopefully be it, actually, and then show it as well. So yeah. So other thoughts I have is that I've talked about for so long. I don't understand this. I think maybe it's scattered the whole thing that I talk about it, but I don't do it everyone. But I really need to get my eating in order. And every time I have some, not stressed, but I like have things to do, and it kind of, I don't know. I probably need to take some days off from almost everything to just focus in on what to eat. I mean, that's when it works. And then I can't just, if someone calls me or something, I can't just randomly say, oh, yes, hey. And then it goes many, many hours, and we maybe end up at some coffee shop or whatever. And then I think beforehand that I can take some almonds or whatever I keep with me, and but I don't. So yeah, I need to get myself off that track, because my choices now, I mean, the choices in my mind, they are so limited. I just see the things that I should avoid. I don't even really recognize what else you can eat, kind of, at times. No, I know, of course, there are things, but it's like, it feels like it was some time ago since I ate better. So now my mind is like, I need to find that track again. Yeah. And I really do need to do that. So that's in my mind too. So do you have any success stories, or things to share, or advices, or whatever? I kind of fully know exactly what I feel good doing, though. I've tested it for so long, and we are unique, all of us. So I guess you can't really pick someone else's things up. And also it's emotional as well. I think that is the part that I've left out. I've learned a lot of nourishment, and a lot of also practiced what works for the physical cravings and so on to leave. And planning may not be my best thing when it comes to organizing my life, as I said. But yeah, I think the emotional thing is what always makes me go back. I've been really opposing that when people talked about that as, that it is that it's about, because that's not, it's also chemical, it's also drug to someone like me. I also need to physically detoxify, and become sort of clean or get off the cravings. So it doesn't matter if I deal with all kinds of emotions but don't deal with the physical substances as well. I mean, it's easy to say for someone who don't have the same physical reactions that it would just be, yeah, whatever. But it's really not. So that's absolutely necessary for someone like me. Not in a extreme strict way, maybe from the beginning. But then I know also. I mean, I always know what I lose control when I eat, and I continue to try to eat those things in excess. And I mean, I know it's not that I don't know, but I try to convince myself that it's better than the worst thing, and like all addicts do. I try to balance it up with something else. Today I bought some tuna, but then I thought, well, it felt like very little to eat tuna, although I had eaten earlier. But then I felt like, what to have to that. Well, and then I just bought the same old sugary stuff that I have done for some time now. And because my imagination is like blocked when it comes to those things. Or I give myself excuses, so also obviously I'm for sure do. So I will have to stop that. I will have to just do it. And what about all these complaints? There is a lot of things that I think that I would need to change, and I've thought about it a lot, but I don't I don't make practical plans how to change these things. I kind of hope that one day I will have changed those things. Yeah, I guess I have a too optimistic view, actually. So I need to step up and stop. I mean, it's the actions that still leads to results. I can think all the good things I want or read all the good information that is there, and it's good to have, but it won't really change the physical much. This physical world needs practical action. So, yeah. I just ramble on what's on my mind, but I have oracle cards, as I've said, if anyone wants to ask me or ask them about something. I hope you have had a good summer solstice now. It's an awesome time of the year, and also the start of a hopefully long summer up here north in Sweden. I absolutely love summer. I also love that it's really cold here now. I mean, I guess cold summers are my favorite. The hottest days, there are one day like that is absolutely awesome, but several in a row, no, I could do without those actually. So now when we have this sort of more normal Swedish cold summer up here, that feels really awesome. It had been a bit of rain, but still some sun, and maybe a little bit more sun than today. I could prefer that, yeah. But still, everything is flourishing and everything is so beautiful. I don't know who I talked about with that someday. I have not traveled a lot. I would love to, but I haven't. But when I was younger, I went to Cyprus, for example. And what surprised me so much was that it's so lush here. And there it was really dry. I mean, there were areas with green and so, but a lot were almost like desert. And okay, they cut off a lot of forest here as well now. So, but the whole nature here is so clean and so lush. and the water is so clear and everything is so beautiful. I love that. Yeah. Sometimes it's easy to forget when you live in it that it's actually absolutely amazing. It's paradise. Yeah. So maybe I should. I think I will stay for an hour. I feel my neck is also like I don't know whatever tensions I've. I don't know what I've been doing. I must drink some water. So, sitting here rambling by myself. And also that I live close to the a river here, and those seagulls. Oh, how they like scream on mornings. I didn't live far from here before, and okay, you heard them actually there too. There was a pizza quite close where they were hanging around actually, but it's so much more here, and it's still quite far from the ocean. So, but I guess it's because it's a river here. Yeah, unimportant things. But you have to ask me or talk to me here on the chat. If you're hi, there is someone coming in. I don't know who you are, and I just have audio here, and I have some oracle cards. If you have some questions to them, otherwise I just sit here and ramble. The person left again. They thought this was not so soft. They are no, I don't know what they thought, but they're probably used to these ASMR that are just very intentional. Thing is, personally, I get more of the tingles and feel the ASMR much more from those who speak normally. Not like normally. I mean, they can whisper and I speak softly and so. But and when it's too intentional, I don't know, something in my brain don't like that. I get easier tingles from documentaries where people are interviewed or whatever than those who move back and forth and make just extreme, not natural sounds, and especially just sounds. I need words and sentences that mean something, or at least that's when I get them most. Well, I guess my mind relaxed more than, yeah. Yeah. So, I don't know what I want to talk about. I probably shouldn't vent everything around here. I guess I have to mature from that level. But I have a lot of thoughts that I would rather talk to someone personally about rather than, I mean, oh, now there is no one here. Yeah, the specific person that I've discussed certain things with, or yeah, talked. I wonder if there is something there that I. No, I don't think I should go into hi again, or if it's someone new, if I should go into those topics. No, they are too, I guess, close. Yeah. How do you think? I mean, there is a lot of things, obviously, but I thought, how do you think? You know what love is? What a question. Silly it feels. But I mean, really, actually, I also wonder. I just listened to this. It's in in his case, but I guess that's a little bit simplified. I guess there need to be some compatibility. Yeah, right. I guess that's where it is as well, right? And how to know that? Yeah, a lot of I have a lot of thoughts. Yeah, I have so many thoughts, and I think I shouldn't share all of those here. So, yeah. Do you have any question? And who are? If you just want to say hi and tell me who you are, that would be awesome. But if you can't, I'm glad you're here. So, but one good thing though, because I think there are things happening. I mean, there are things happening in the world and everywhere and so on. And I guess that reflects all the energy going on. And so, but yeah, sometimes people surprise you so much in all kinds of directions, obviously. But yeah, I don't know where to go with this now. I have a lot of thoughts I should probably say, but yeah. I mean, and I think this also goes hand in hand with things. I've had these prejudices, let's say, or pre something ideas about the world and things that goes on and so on. I was quite convinced, as I've talked about before, and realized that that was absolutely quite the opposite and so. And then now I also realized that when it comes to more personal things, I've also been very narrow in my way of viewing things and kept myself from very good things, obviously, because of that. And I guess that could go for everyone. Probably we mature and realize that we see things differently. Yeah. So, yeah. I really don't know exactly what else to say about that. Hi, someone. Oh, there is someone liking this even. Wow. Thank you. So, I tried to just ramble here. I didn't have a plan. I just wanted to come in and say, hey, hi. On Thursday evening, I will be here though. Now it's Monday. Since I hope I will. I mean, that's my aim. I sort of promised, but I don't like to make promises. So, but as I said, it's my aim to do so. So you know in advance sometimes. But I also wanted to check in now when it's this height of the sun. Yeah, the sun god Ra. Okay. Yeah. Well. And I'm very tired. Usually that's a good thing when I do this. Otherwise, I'm much louder and also much quicker when I speak. So yeah. So yeah. Oh yeah. Many things that runs through my veins. I almost said that through my brain and veins. Maybe I don't think I should talk about them. Yeah. So maybe I should pick some cards because I can go everywhere, anywhere with this. I have the Goddess Guidance Oracle cards here. I will pick one of those, see what the Goddess wants to say to us all for now. Because otherwise, I keep thinking about things that are not too easy to talk about like this publicly. So Let's see here. The sun comes in now here, so it's very beautiful. These are all yellow on the back. Actually, a crown on the back. I don't know how positively I see that now, but so let's see. Wow. The cards we get now is Abundancia. Abundancia. I've never heard about that goddess, but I understand what she means. And Ostara. I don't know if I didn't even know that. I know that there is this celebration between the winter and summer solstice. That is when it's exactly in between. That is Ostara, but I didn't thought about it as a goddess as such. But maybe I should have. But okay, so here we have abundancia, prosperity. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. I have to turn the lights on. I read so bad when I have it so dark. So, wow, now you get a little bit of light as well. Ostara, fertility. It is the perfect time for you to start new projects. Let's see. Access new ideas and give birth to new conditions. So, really awesome cards, though. We have so much, and on the first there is this having this horn, where it just pours like gold or sunshine or whatever from. And the other one also have all these eggs in a basket. Things coming into life, whatever those things are. Super beautiful cards. I will read about them. And if you have, as I said, any questions or want a card yourselves personally, let me know. Let's see what she say. I don't even have the energy to stretch for my glasses, so I will just read the way I can. Asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. You are very powerful, and I'm here to support your growing power. It's right for you to receive this help as we function as a team. I've heard your prayers, worries, and affirmations. I'm pouring any cornucopia, I don't know how that is pronounced exactly, of prosperity upon you now. So expect unforeseen windfalls and gifts. Notice the new ideas, feelings, and visions within you. This guidance gives you clear direction about actions to take in conjunction with my assistance. Sorry how I read. Together we are unstoppable, she says abundancia. Be open to receiving. And that is something I thought about, this whole loving. I'm quite expressive, impulsive also, and expressive. But receptive, I'm not as good as that. I'm not sure how good I am at that, actually. Anyways, a new windfall of money is coming to you. Awesome. You have nothing to worry about. Your new venture will be financially successful. Visualize and affirm abundance. Abundance comes to you in many ways, including extra time, support, and ideas. And about Abundantia. Abundantia is a beautiful Roman and Norse goddess of prosperity, success, and abundance, who is said to bring good fortune and financial windfalls to all who call upon her. She carries that word again, cornucopia, or whatever you say, of golden coins, which trail behind her wherever she goes. One sign that she is with you is that you will find lots of spare change in unlikely locations. And rest assured that abundancia bring more than pocket money to those who call upon her. She bestows all kinds of prosperity, including increased amounts of time, ideas, and other forms of support. And then we have Ostara. And recently also I've heard a lot of both very random interpretations of all these old myths and so on. But also, of course, like in everything, when they didn't have the media to make propaganda, of course, religious myths and ideas and so on were used to control the population of sorts. And you have to have that in mind. I still think, as far as I heard, some take it way too far and just push it into fitting their own ideas of or worldview or what they want to, the propaganda they want to bring themselves then. So I don't know if that's better. But anyways, but as it says here, Ostara fertility. Springtime is any time when the light increases within your mind and entire system. If you feel dark, heavy, or depressed, then you can lighten up by fueling yourself with positive intentions, nutritious foods, and anything that sparks your feelings of love. Oh, yeah. Surround yourself with beautiful flowers, brighten the colors in your wardrobe and home, and draw back the curtains to let in natural light. You can paint a sunnier outlook within yourself, which will give rise to all sorts of new opportunities, since like attracts like. And I think about meditation with the chakras and the colors of the chakras, and so that's good energy practice. Feel more energized and powerful as you spruce up your inner and outer worlds. Then capitalize on this increased vigor by starting a new project that really makes your heart sing with excitement. This card suggests or signifies pregnancy. You will be involved with a successful child conception, adoption, or what does it say here? Custody resolution. Okay. Your desire will fully manifest in the springtime. There will be a resurrection of the old. Your new idea or venture will be successful. It is an opportune time to make life changes. And this is, as I said, when you bring more light in, it's like a springtime. But also if you had a wondering about when something will be, maybe this is an answer then about the springtime. Ostara, she is the Teutonic goddess of fertility and springtime, though, who's sometimes called Eoster. Okay. The word East and Easter were both named after Ostara. Actually, I did not know that. Because of the reference to the sun rising in the east and the increase in sunlight beginning in the Celtic springtime. I have also wondered that forever. Celtic, how do you even say it? I hear Celtic lots, but to me I've always said Celtic. No, I keep saying that. She is celebrated during the spring equinox as the bringer of increased light and the balance between nighttime and daytime hours. Call upon Ostara to increase your fruitfulness, fertility, or to help you embark on new ventures. Wow, and as said, that can be fertility in many ways for some of us. And that's the thing. It's really interesting how, when I was younger, that was a given that I would have kids, I thought, in this life. And a woman have left this life now said to me once that you will not, and I thought I didn't want to hear her first of all, and I thought she was wrong, a witchy one, because I just didn't want to understand that. But she said, no, you have had so many children in your previous lives, lots and lots, and so in this life you didn't want that. And to me that seemed, odd, and this was way before then, or quite long back. And thing is, I always wanted that. I mean, so much so that I planned it when I was a kid. I mean, when I was like 8 years old, I wanted like 12 kids, or even having a children's home taking care of children. I was like I just wanted lots of kids and animals and whatnot. But anyways, obviously I was very young, but I still felt like that was almost a mission to take care of them. And then gradually, the idea of having so many seemed extreme, so I kind of it went less and less in my mind how many. But still, I always thought I would have. And then some years ago, my brother got his boy, and he is so intense. I love that kid, but I mean, that was, I guess, the first time I realized that no, I don't want this. Although I think he's the cutest, loveliest ever. The intensity and the amount it takes to take care of something like that, I almost said, but a baby. I mean, there are those who are almost like are very still and just follow along. There are different types of babies, of course, and probably I would have one of those calmer ones. I was pretty calm myself, and my brother was like his kid is. Yeah, anyways. Then I realized I was so blessed to not have kids. I felt like, wow, oh, happy day, almost like to just be an aunt is awesome. I love to be that, and I love to have him around. But I mean, to have that full responsibility and continuously have that, and in this world as it is also, and everything. I mean, it's enough as it is, I feel sometimes, and to add that into the mix, although it would obviously be unimaginably lovely also for those who do have kids. Or for most, I can't say that everyone even would experience that way. But anyway, so, and now I'm too old for that. So, yeah, it is what it is. And I'm not sad about that at all. I rather feel that this is a blessing that I probably wouldn't have chosen. But I feel really, really happy. And also I've had the time, and still do have the time and so on, to focus on lots of things that I want to develop and do. I guess I should more so do them then than just randomly let time pass. But some of it I do though. Yeah. And I'm sure you can mix that, and you can have both, obviously. But yeah, still, to me personally, I feel like that's absolutely the best thing. Although it wouldn't have been a active choice of mine. So, and also I have my little bonus kid that I will meet someday. And he's not so little now. He's 25. But he is like, I'm very blessed to also have him, and have him on loan, so to speak, or have had him like, yeah. So I had a tiny bit of that, and that's the loveliest kid you can even ever imagine also. So I feel that I feel in that way I'm very blessed. So yeah. But fertility can, as the card mentioned, mean many, many things. Giving birth to something in this life. And also you spread with your energies. Previously, I was like, I wasn't like physically minded, like focused on the physical, but I felt that it was very, very, very strange idea. I mean, in this way, many people don't think like this, I would assume. But to me, it was not like, yeah, I wanted kids just because I love them and want to be take care and be a mom and whatever, and felt like that was the natural thing to be for me. I always took care of everything. So, but and others, kids like and friends, they always turn to me and so on. But I and also animals and whatnot. But I then what was I going to say now then? I was too tired for this. Where was I about that then? I just started to think about. I had a goddaughter, Isabella. Her mom is also a shaman. I don't know. We drifted apart, or we lost contact. We are in touch a little bit now, but we drifted apart for a long while. Yeah. Well, anyways, yeah. I just started to think about her now. Back in time. But what was I going to say now? Yeah, I just lost it totally. What was it? Something about the kids. No, I've forgotten it totally. Yeah, now I recall. It was like this whole. I thought about that all my ancestors, like forever back. I mean, like you can't think of it stop if you imagine your ancestor line behind you, sort of giving birth to new kids all the way until you, obviously, and to like a river flowing with life, and then you should be the stop. I mean, to me, that was such an extreme thing to think that would be that I would be the last here on this line. Although my brother and his son, they have the same gene pool, let's say. So, but still, on my end, it would end then physically as such. But then when I studied Zen Buddhism for a little while, and I read those sutras and texts and everything, and about how they celebrate in all directions, the ancestors, both physical and spiritual, and also the descendants, both physical and spiritual. And to me, I guess that's also one reason why I feel it's so important to give the things that I have found, because that's also how I, in a spiritual way, not my individual life goes on as such, but that I can bring forth through me the things that needs to come into this world, and that will continue through the people I get in touch with. So even though there isn't a physical kid or being born through me, so yeah, that was my thoughts. Hi, someone else. There's number two. I will soon go because I'm super tired, but I have some cards here if there is some interest in a card. I mean, tarot or oracle card, if there is a question, or just a random card someone wants. Otherwise, I don't know if I have so much more to say. I just rambled around. So, but also, I guess the thing that I want to share the most, and that's actually why I instinctively started these channels. 12, what was it now? Yeah, 12, when the world was going to go under, but I didn't actually believe in that. But I felt like I really want to be part of both absorb and learn and connect, but also to share the few pieces that I have found. And one thing I have found, and I mean, I've never been stronger than I am now, aside from tired right now, is that it's really a purpose and a meaning. I see that from all the things that have happened, and that the greatest crises or the darkest places, they are so potent that's full of potential to develop your strengths and to see through illusions and fears, even if it goes so far as to see through the fear of death. But that fear, I think I already got rid of when I was very sick long ago, or not long ago, but when was it now? Yeah, like 2003 and so. So I was extremely sick for many years. And I was ready to die. I planned it, and not planned it like as if I would want to do it. Rather, it was the opposite. When it came so close, I was clinging to life with all my might and was so happy for every second I was alive, which I wasn't beforehand. But it taught me also that the intent is so important. And I have this friend now that I've been through all kinds of terrible, really, really terrible physical ailments. And some nurse told her at one time, because she was very, very ill and screaming and in pain, and I couldn't really do much about it. And a nurse said that you need to choose now, because she wanted to almost like to ask them to kill her because it was so horrible situation or pain. And they said you have to choose, or this nurse said you have to choose. Do you want to live or do you want to die? And then this friend told that she decided then that she kind of asked herself and decided to live. And that's when it turned. And that's what I experienced too, because my whole body was absolutely done. And I couldn't take up any nourishment. It was like, it was really, really done. But then when my spirit or my intent and my thoughts suddenly changed so much, so that I really, tiniest bit of life I embraced and was so grateful for, and just seeing the trees or whatever, just waking up. And although I couldn't sleep a lot because I was also in pain all the time, but I mean, every moment I cherished it, and I was so happy to have a little moment more. And the only thing I thought about at the time was the only thing I asked for, I was certain that I would pass away. And I thought still that even then that I had lifetimes already in this life. So I was grateful. I felt like, okay, I'm ready now, but please let me like adjust to the transition. Let me just stay for a while and be ready for the transition. And so every moment I was like really happy, but still preparing to go. But I didn't, surprisingly, yeah. So here I am sitting in what I thought that, and that's the thing also, because then I was so sick and couldn't go all into addictive foods and stuff. But I was so certain, I was really, really convinced that I would never, ever do that, cause myself so much pain and make myself sick, And still I'm totally heading in that direction, not a care in the world, That's how it goes, like this dim brain that just, I don't know, postpone or whatever, or even protect oneself emotionally or whatever it is that I'm doing with this. But at times, especially I guess in stress situations, it's like I'm not quicker than my impulses then. And so afterwards I can realize, oh no, this was not the right choice. Wow. And so, but sometimes I know beforehand, but I think still that I will start to make better choices soon. Right now I'm too I can't focus on that now, I feel, or something like that. But it's strange how you can go through that pain and still know that you inflict that same sort of similar kind of pain or disease into your life if you don't take care of yourself good. But still you forget all those things, and I guess that's a good thing as well. Those who have given birth to children and so on, they say so anyways. And I'm glad I didn't have to go through that. So yeah. Well, I think I should go now, go to bed with my little cat. And yeah, I hope you have a nice day, night, or whatever it is. And embrace this summer that is before us now. Or if you live on the other side of this globe, maybe it's not the same. But yeah, most of you are in the summer time, I guess. Yeah, well. Yeah, well. Otherwise, you will have to keep that spark within. So, but that's the things I want to share, anyways. How there is a purpose and meaning, and that I know this. I know you can't know it for someone else. They have to experience it and see how it constantly leads you, and how the guides or whomever the spirit, well, they or our own purpose, our own guidance, as lovingly as possible, guides us where we need to go. But sometimes they need to be rough because we wouldn't listen. Some of us are so super stubborn. So yeah. But I hope to change this time now. I keep hoping. You can't give up, right? So that I will do it without being forced. Well, take care for now, and I will talk to you on Thursday, if not beforehand. Bye for now.